thank you so much. I got over 100 thumbs up. Finally, on my semifinal The Voice commentary. Can we beat it? Can we beat it? Let me know. Can we beat it? Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your No Frills, the X Factor commentary from a singer. Yes, it's the semifinals for X Factor. It is a week of semifinals, let me tell you. And it was an amazing show. Don't even let me lie to you guys. I was touched many times by many performances, so let me tell you what happened. One will go home tomorrow night to begin with. No judge's decision this week, so there'll be no singing for survival. The bottom vote getter goes home. And tonight they do 3 challenges. One is fan chosen, then they did a head-to-head thing, and then they did their final song to get them into the finals. So I'll tell you more about each one as they come up, okay, if I remember. Anyway, first we had the fan chosen, and they had votes online for people to choose the songs for the performers. We started out with Carlito Olivero. He did Boyfriend by Justin Bieber. See what they think of you, Carlito? He was so hyped when he started out doing the rap on this and pulled this girl up on stage for a lap dance. Well, at least that's what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to give her a lap dance. I was kind of disappointed that he didn't. His dance moves were pretty cool, and his voice sounded better on this than I expected. He worked in and out of the falsetto really well, but his chest voice was a little shaky. The girls were loving this, and he was giving it all the stage presence he could muster, and it worked. Kelly said she was incredibly proud of him and said he made her sweat. Demi said that performance had star quality to it. Simon said he's here to get into the finals, but said he's not the best singer, but he's a great performer and people like him. Next we had Restless Rose, and the song chosen for them by America was That's My Kind of Night by Bryan. And these boys are so cool, and their harmonies sounded good. A good song choice that had my toes tapping, and they just kind of laid in the cut and didn't have to work too hard or anything like that. Nothing spectacular here, just a chill, feel-good, laid-back performance. Kelly said it was fun to watch, and that's the perfect sound for them. Demi said it was fun, but it was awkward, and it wasn't a semi-final performance. Do you agree? Paulina said Colton is the main piece of this, and she expects more from them, talking about the other 2 guys. Make sure you thumb it up and pass it on and tell your friends to thumb it up. I really appreciate it. Alex and Sierra were up next with America's song chosen for them, Little Talks by Of Monsters and Men. And I like how they were just walking in, singing the lyric like they were walking through the house or something. It was sweet and simple and very effective. I could actually just see them coming into some place, just talking back and forth to one another. Their vocals were delicate and sweet, and they complemented each other so well. Another really great performance, and the arrangement reminded me of last week's killer song, Say Something. Did you catch that? It really was just along that vein, had that nice little feel. Kelly said they make her mad because they killed it. Demi said she thinks she's looking at the winners. Paulina said they come stronger and more prepared and humble each week, and they have a huge space in the music industry. Jeff Gutt was up next, and America chose Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen for him. And I remember loving this song as done by Jeff for his first audition ever of X Factor, I don't know, was it last season? And I'm glad that he changed it up a bit for this performance. This was intense and more showy and performance-oriented with such a rock-out vibe. It was pretty stellar. All the judges stood for him. The one thing I thought, though, is I don't know if it's memory that makes things better. Maybe I got to go back and watch it again, but let me know if you think so too. I thought his audition was just so much more in tune to his emotions and everything, much more touching. This was a lot more showy and a lot more, you know, with all the music going on and the lights and everything. It was just more powerful, but that was just more touching and more, it had more grit to it. Demi changed her mind and said Jeff could also win this, because earlier she said she was looking at the winners. Now she said, I don't know, Jeff could also win this. Paulina said everybody knows this song, and he made it into his own. Simon said it was one of the best versions of the song that he'd ever heard, and said it had sincerity, passion, and he did it like he owned it. The next segment was the head-to-head duets. Now, how this worked was they had to go up against each other. They drew straws or whatever, and they had to go up against each other in a duet to try to outshine each other. Okay, how did it work? Carlito Olivero versus Alex and Sierra did Falling Slowly by Glen Hansard. And this started out way down in Carlito's range, but I could only focus on that jacket he was wearing. That jacket was tight, man. It was so cool. I want a jacket like that. Okay, he actually sounded pretty great on this performance and was out singing them until Sierra hit her big note, and then she stole the show. I don't know that this would change any of the standings, you know, of them for voting or anything like that, but it was good entertainment and a way to fill a little extra space. Kelly said Alex and Sara started out pitchy and Carlito was wailing away. Then she did a blow by blow and called it amazing. Demi said what she said. And said it was Carlito's best vocal performance and said the same to Sara. Next was Restless versus Jeff Gutt, Every Breath You Take by The Police. And Jeff got to start this out and came in solid. And then the guys came in with harmony and all in black. They looked really good in their own little styles and stuff, but all in black. They really looked really nice. This was kind of like a group performance and didn't really live up to the hype, you know, all this head-to-head-ness. Kind of, you know, I think they're trying to do like the battle rounds. I really do. It was just okay for me and nobody really knocked anyone else out. Paulina said they all did terrific and Jeff did it amazing. Demi said Restless Road's style was so good and on point and Jeff had better vocals and stole the performance. Final song. The final song was simply their solo, the song that they think will get them into the finale. Carlito Olivero kicked us off with I Need to Know by Marc Anthony. And Carlito singing in English and Spanish is the way to go for his final song of the night, and I love the set, the female dancers, and his solid vocal performance. He's so much more comfortable in this genre and probably knows these songs like the back of his hand. A great song choice. Paulina stood for him. Kelly said he brought out all the weapons tonight and said the notes were right. Demi said muy caliente and his vocals sound great. Simon said the song was perfect for him and he had the best week he's had in the competition so far. Way to go, Carlito. Restless Road did Wanted by Hunter Hayes, and Colton is the Beyonce of the group. There is no doubt, okay? And he started out this song in a stool center stage while the other two guys were off on each side of him. He sounded good, too. I do like that each of the guys has a distinctive voice and they blend together pretty well, especially for being together for such a short time. They really do gel well together. And it don't hurt that each is attractive in his own way, a little something for everyone. All the judges stood for them. Kelly said while they were performing, she thought that they were singing to her and mentioned that Zach and Andrew's vocal were unexpectedly strong. Demi said this was comfortable and confident and they had just saved themselves. Enrique Iglesias will be performing tomorrow night on the Elimination show, and remember there is no Sing for Survival. The lowest vote getter is going home tomorrow night and we will have 3 going on to the finale. Alex and Sara were up next. They did Gravity by Sara Bareilles, and I was so lost in Sierra's vocal during this performance. She seriously had my heart racing. I think Alex felt it too and stepped up his game. You know, these two have such great chemistry and are growing together so well as artists. Alex may have started out this competition as the strongest of the two, but Sara has grown by leaps and bounds. The judges all stood for them. Kelly had tears and said she loved watching Sara blossom. Demi also was emotional and said they sing it flawless and said she's looking at stars. Jeff Gutt ended out the night with Demons by Imagine Dragons, and this was a really big song for Jeff to take on, and he mumbled through some of the words in the very beginning but then got back on the horse and nailed this performance. They always seem to have fire around him and he was on fire in this performance. I don't think anything will compare to Hallelujah for him, but this was a very solid performance. All the coaches stood for him. Demi said it wasn't his time last season, but it is his time now. Paulina said he looked powerful and sounded amazing. Simon said an incredible song and performance and mentioned that tonight's show was the most amazing that they've ever made, meaning the X Factor overall has ever made. Do you agree? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you enjoy the commentary? Let me know all these things and more down in the comments. Who did you vote for? I know who I'm voting for. Who I'm going to get most of my votes anyway. This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com. I am out. Peace. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your thumbs. Oh, I had to cut the thing back on.